This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Making sure elections are fair and the public is safe from scams. We talk with Sam Sanguidolce, the Luzerne County District Attorney, next. Hi everyone, I hope you're having a great day and I thank you for spending part of it with us. I'm Ken Carr with your local information. Some concerns were raised on primary election day in Luzerne County when some Republican voters saw a Democratic heading on their ballots. Our Lisa Sugar gets an update on that investigation and information on scams in today's news feature.
Today, I'm very pleased to be joined by the Luzerne County District Attorney, Samuel Sanguidolce. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know there's a lot on your plate taking over the office recently, but one of the items was Luzerne County Council asking you to look into the May 18th primary election to see if there was any kind of criminal problems with that, since the Democratic header was put on the Republican ticket when people went to vote. So tell us, have you started that yet? Where are things at with that?
We have started it. As you probably know, we had an election fraud task force in place from the last election, which was created by District Attorney Stephanie Salavantis, my predecessor. We're using the same lawyers and investigators who had familiarized themselves with the various laws. As you can imagine, we really only receive election complaints twice a year, after the primary and after the general. So it isn't something that's fresh in everybody's mind all the time. Fortunately for us, because of this task force, they're a little more familiar than most people just jumping on an election investigation. So yeah, it's been very helpful to have them already in place. We did begin the investigation, and we have not only parts involving the Democratic header being put on the Republican ballot. I've been in constant contact with our Chief County Solicitor, Ramilda Crocamo. I've been receiving complaints forwarded from county council members. So we try to sort through those and prioritize them in the order of severity.
I'm sure this is something you want to make sure is corrected very quickly, because we don't want to discourage anyone from participating in the voting system. And with the election coming up in November, you want people to feel safe.
So 100%, faith in the voting system is, the bedrock of basically the United States of America. And we've, been having complaints at an alarming rate since the last election. So I think it's important that people trust in the system. As you know, it's been hard enough to get people to show up at the polls. We were looking at sometimes 20% of the registered voters showing up. They don't need any reason to disbelieve that our system is anything but on the up and up. So we're hoping that the results of this investigation and the various parts of this investigation will reassure people in the system.
Good to know. So we'll talk with you once that is all finished up to find out what the results were of that. But while I have you today, I also want to talk about, it used to be, we only heard about scams during the summer. Seems now it's a year-round thing, 24/7. And the latest one involved using names of county officials on a phone scam and trying to get money out of people. So tell us a little bit about that. How do people avoid being taken advantage of?
Yeah, so that claim came to us basically from our IT department, that people were receiving calls. And in fact, the first complaint we got was from Hackettstown, New Jersey, that officials from Mental Health and Developmental Services of Luzerne County were threatening an arrest. So the very first thing we did was, contact our own officials. They don't call you and threaten, to bring charges or anything like that. But the number one thing is, never ever give your official information over the internet. The IRS doesn't contact you asking for that stuff by phone. These various scams seem to have that unique theme. They ask for personal information. You also have to be very careful about the links that you click. I've seen emails that have exactly the Walmart logo or Amazon. And when you go and look in the email, it doesn't have the Amazon ending. It's some lengthy, obviously fake ending. So I think people need to be vigilant in protecting their own information and don't jump the gun and respond because these threats are made. Call back to the official county line or whatever government line it is and see what information you can get before just responding to any such emails.
But a lot of people are afraid to say that if they did follow through on something and they did click on something or they did lose money out to someone, they're embarrassed. So, they can't be like that. They have to make sure that this doesn't happen again.
Certainly, and especially if you're not tech savvy, as most of us, including me, are not. If you fail to report it, the damage that you could suffer over the long term. If somebody's gotten your social security number or, God forbid, your bank account, they could have you wiped out before we can, put a stop to it. And I've heard many, many cases of, people have been tricked into buying gift cards, give that information over their cell phones or over email. And, all that money is gone. We can't recover it, and we can't even find where it went. It's very often gone right out of the country. So we have no jurisdiction to even chase it at that point.
Today's news feature is brought to you by The Cheese Store and more. Go to their Facebook page to see their specials and check out their catering menu.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
This is a look at the partial solar eclipse over Hazelton City View Park early Thursday morning. You can see the moon blocking out a nice chunk of the sun just after sunrise. Now here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. On Saturday, a slight chance of showers after 3 p.m., mostly sunny with a high in the 70s. Saturday night, a slight chance of showers with thunderstorms also possible after 9 p.m., mostly cloudy with a low near 60 degrees. Sunday, showers likely and a possible thunderstorm, partly sunny with a high in the 70s. Sunday night, showers likely and a possible thunderstorm, partly cloudy with a low in the 50s. Monday is mostly sunny with a high in the 70s. Monday night mostly clear with a low in the 50s. Tuesday a chance of showers, mostly sunny with a high in the 70s. And Tuesday night a chance of showers, mostly clear with a low around 50 degrees. The weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In in West Hazelton. They're open Monday through Saturday from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. These hours may vary as they work on staffing for the summer, so call ahead or check them out on Facebook. Our last local baseball team and our last local softball team still playing, both lost in the state quarterfinals on Thursday. Here's the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. The MMI Preppers finished the season as District 2 Single A champions, and they were the first MMI baseball team to win a state playoff game. In softball, North Schuylkill lost after a late Mid-Valley rally. There's 43 days until the Pennsylvania 11 to 12-year-old Little League All-Star Tournament at Whispering Willows Park in Cunningham. Today's countdown is brought to you by the Brass Buckle Mexican Restaurant. Hit a home run just across the street from Whispering Willows Park. Ken Pollock Ford, the most important option on your next vehicle is your dealership. Make that dealership Ken Pollock Ford, your #1 most trusted dealer. Boyer's Food Market, shop fast and save money. Over 6,000 items on sale every day. Falvello Law, seriously injured in a car accident? Call us. And All Care Home Care, your loved ones deserve the very best. For excellent home health care, call 570-459-3002. Coming up, information on the Rockin' the River concert series in Luzerne County, and find out who's a great cook on the Hazelton Area High School track and field teams.
The PTPA will have 2 events this weekend. They will host a breakfast fundraiser on Saturday from 9 to 11 a.m. and they will have a summer vendor fair on Sunday from 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. For more information, you can visit ptpashows.org. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Barbara Ann Badamo, age 76, formerly of Tresco, the Crofton Hughes Funeral Home will announce their arrangements. And Edward Cashmere of Aurora, Colorado, a graveside service will be held on Saturday at 10 a.m. at St. John Nepomucene Cemetery in Freeland. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.